Alright guys, we're here, well I'm here at the Deluxe Rod Shop in Yea, Victoria. It's the night before MotorEx. I've had the honour and pleasure of working in the shop this week, just helping out Steve. Arrived to Melbourne last week for Anzac Day, and he's kindly taken me in for the week in the lead up to MotorEx, and I've just been hopefully helping him out around the shop during the week. So while we're here, I thought we'd take the opportunity to do a bit of a shop tour. There's probably over 15 cars really in total, but we're probably going to go over maybe about 9 or 10 of them. But just quickly, firstly, Stephen Aldrich from Deluxe Rod Shop. Do you just want to let us know, give us a bit about yourself, mate, and how you got started in all of this, you know. I probably, I don't know, I'm a bit biased, but I think this is arguably one of the best, if not the best, rod shop in Australia. So tell us maybe how, you know, it started from the beginning, maybe from when you were younger, and then, just bring us up to speed from there.
Yeah, g'day guys. Good to have you over, John. It's been a pleasure. Look, I started at a young age. My dad took cars to shows, and we'd go to the Melbourne Hot Rod Show every year, and I'd spend all school holidays helping or cleaning or doing stuff of that nature. We'd go to summer nats, we'd take cars all over the countryside, we'd do that. So I grew up just doing that, and that's probably what's made me do it now. I sort of started at 14 at Dad's shop, so True Colour Restorations. So that was sort of the pioneer sort of shop back in the day, you know, in the early 80s of, you know, car building and professional car building for people to pay to get your car done. So that sort of led me on a coach building apprenticeship, which Peter Thomasini used to be a couple of doors down, so he did a lot of work with me and a lot of steel fabrication and a lot of wheeling and English wheel and all that sort of stuff, so you get to do that. Had a lot of good trade school teachers. Did 9 years for my old man. Did a stint at Shane Rose at Southern Rod and Custom when it was in Deniliquin. Really enjoyed that. Probably would still be there today, you know, it's just a great experience. And then just got the bug. So at 25 I started my own shop. That was 15 years ago. So I had an XT Fairmont, a really nice Fairmont, and I sold that. I had $2 to my name, so I sold that, and I just finished my 34 Roadster, and I sold my XT to start the shop and buy some equipment and bits and pieces like that. So just sort of hit the ground running, and just sort of, I've never advertised or done magazines or any of that sort of stuff. I've always just put the effort in to get a car done and get it to somewhere to showcase what you do. A lot of hours in the start, you know, free labour. You know, customer wants bright pink wheels and you need to paint them grey, so you do it in your time to make it right, to set it out the door and make it look like it should. And then probably in the last 5 years it sort of pays you back, because you get probably the last 10 customers. I don't quite know what I want, I don't know what I need. I sort of know what I want it to look like, but I know I need to be at your shop, and I know it's going to roll out and sit right, look right, do all those things. So I think all those hard yards at the start, and trailering and taking cars around the countryside in your own money and time, and, you know, doing summer nats and Sydney MotorEx and Adelaide, Jeff Tartuzzi's show and all those sorts of things. So you really do put the effort in. It's a lot of diesel, it's a lot of time out of the shop, it's a lot of things, but I enjoy it.
So just with you've spoken about obviously MotorEx, summer nats. Now, so for those that don't know, well, I mean, we met at MotorEx when we were doing the X-Boss and all that sort of stuff, but how many cars would you say have made, say, the Super 6, I suppose, and top 10s at Summer Nats since you've been doing it?
You've got
like, there's over there, if you look over there, there's like a shitload of awards on the wall there. There's front covers everywhere, so you know.
Yeah, look, you sort of have little bucket list things that you want to do, and your trophies don't drive you. I probably more get a kick out of rolling the car out of the trailer brand new, and you get that wow.
That impact when
that
you just
impact,
first bring
that
it.
wow, that strives you. It really is I probably struggled for a long time to educate myself what it was, and it's a drug addiction. It really is. You've got to, you start a flat sheet of metal, and then 2 years later or 3-4 years later it's a car, and you know, to roll it out at Summonats or I sort of don't mind doing unveils because it was a lot easier back in the day, because you just rolled the car out of the trailer and you got it judged and it was done. Summonats, we've had a new car there every year, 14-15 years in a row. I think we've had 18 different cars at Summonats over those times, as in, you know, we might take multiple cars sometimes. Yeah, we've had 6 or 7 top 10 cars. We've had the same in top 20 cars. You know, we're just really we're borrowing a customer's car to take it to the show to showcase what we do, and we haven't really essentially built an elite show car. We've just been allowed to borrow their car for essentially our advertising. So you do put the hard yards in and get that done. MotorEx is a little bit different now. It's only down the road from home, so it's sort of an hour and a half. I think we've had a Super 6 the last 4 MotorExes in a row. So not necessarily chasing a Super 6, but just, you know, the presentation, the cleanliness, the display. I think I'm educated on the system, and that's, you know, how it is, sort of thing. So yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, with that in mind, we're just going to take a quick walk around, and we'll probably show what we can show you, and just an update on where most of the cars are, or the current projects in the shop are at the moment.
Yeah, so through our shop, we sort of start at this end, and that's all the fabrication, and so this truck's had a new chassis and door skins and rear pan and all that made, and just got a little Windsor and a C4, so just making it a nice tidy street car. We sort of, you know, as you go, you gain all your tools and equipment. We're building a 32 Roadster. Both of these cars are actually from Narrandera, 2 different customers and friends. So this is getting a Pro Flow, so Paul Sant screwing together a Hillborn injected big block Chev for it. So that's pretty cool to work with Paul. Sort of building a really, really nice car, you know, Summonats MotorEx type of thing. So yeah, all steel Brookville. We've steeled it all out inside. Lots of little different things. So we've raised the front cross member and notched the chassis. We've pinched the front rails in and shortened them. Got the Buick SoCal drums. Dion from Custom Shop in Queensland, he's building the roof and the windscreen as part of his package. So yeah, it's essentially a kit car, but it's all got our little niceties and little tidbits and things we do across the whole build and make it sort of, you know, unique to the owner. And it's got some magnesium halibrands going on it and that sort of thing. So got some big 10s and that to go on the back. So yeah, 16 10s. So we're doing a 32 sedan, so an Australian delivered Aussie sedan, so originally full of wood. This car's been on the road since 1956 as a hot rod. So it's got a trumpet injection EFI Windsor and a 4-speed box. So Ian Allison built original 32 chassis and rails. So we're steeling out the whole car. Brand new United Pacific guards front and back, brand new running boards. So original firewall, cowl, and sort of rear roof, and we've made new door skins and all that sort of thing. So fully steeling it out, bear claw latches and all those sorts of things, seat belts. We've chopped the roof 1.5 inches. So yeah, a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy. We've wheeled up a whole new roof skin, so it won't have a material roof anymore. It'll have a dropped in recessed material roof, so a fake roof insert you could call it. So yeah, brand new fuel tank. Although just try and save the customer as much time and money on parts instead of mucking around with junk, and then yeah, doing that. We've just started a brand new 33 5 window. It was a rolling brand, it was driving a registered American car, so we've sold the chassis, sold the engine, stripped the body, got a relatively mint body, so it's getting a roof chop, unchanneled. So we've bought a brand new TRJ engineering chassis from one of my other friends and customers, so that saved us some time. Brand new sub rails from Steve's Auto Restoration, and then yeah, 5-inch drop, so cal axle, tri-power Windsor with a BTR Australian delivered 4-speed. So yeah, just really early stages. So we've blasted the body, put a new firewall in it, little bits and pieces, little bit of rust here, a few pinholes, brand new Steve's Auto boot lid. As you can see, the old channeled wheel arches, so we have brand new ones on the way to repair that. But all in all, a really mint body. We got an original firewall again put back in it, so it only actually has a really small recess for the Windsor. So yeah, all in all, a really mint body. Really good to work with. Something good and clean, and yeah, just worth sort of the money to do it and that sort of thing. So the owner really knows what he wants. It's got an aluminium Winters quick change going in it, polished quick change, Johnson's rod shop hairpins. So yeah, and he's one of those customers that really knows what he wants and knows what and I need to do, and how to go about it. And it's just really, he's retired now and he's finally getting his deluxe built car, as he puts it. So he's pretty excited and pretty happy. These 3 cars have all sort of been started relatively, they're pretty much all about the same time. So they're all in the early stages. So this has got a fully fended, brand new United Pacific guards, running boards. We've recessed the firewall 5 inches because it has a John Kazi 547 big block Ford and a Tremec, so has a 5-inch recess. We've also too, if you look through to the other 33, we've changed the cowl sides and made them shorter to house the big block and sort of showcase it. Pretty good body. This is an Argentinian, so factory filled steel roof, right hand drive, Argentinian body. So we've braced it all out. The floor was rotten. We've put all new sub rails, all new sills, so they've all been spot welded and put in, and they'll all be done. So we've got, it's got 1610s on the back, so we've got ET. So we've recessed the wheel arches 3 inches. And put all new wheel arches in with the original chicken foot, we call it. Yeah, we're fabricating a whole new back piece there where it's been damaged and needed replacing. We've put a whole new back bottom in it, so it's not bad body, it's pretty good. They're getting sort of not hard to come by, but yeah, so same thing, we've put all that wheel arch in and TIG tacked all that in, and TIG and metal finished all these bottoms. We've obviously still got the door and all those things to repair, and a few pinholes and old repairs. We've sort of made and done all that bit there. So yeah, we're setting up. We've radiused all the chassis and done all the boxing and notched all that. It has a shorter fuel tank with the original filler in the same spot. So yeah, we've radiused, there's all the boxing there. So we've actually radius the boxing where the wheel tubs are, so, and then there's your notch for the chassis, so instead of it being cut and shut and joined, the chassis actually all flows and it's one piece, and it's a lot stronger, and the engineers are a lot happier with that. So yeah, pretty serious motor and all that's pretty healthy. float a 9-inch from Ultra 9 and all that sort of thing. So yeah, a lot of dollars invested already early on. And same thing, the owner's quite clear on what he wants and he's happy because he's dropped it off and we can work together and go through things. We've got a future sort of Sydney hot rod show unveil in the spray booth at the moment, so you guys will see that soon. We've got another local car to us, so it's a really good HQ. Usually they're rusty, so probably the best HQ I've seen personally. The floor's mint. It has a rod shop front and rear end. It has all brand new rare spares panels. We're sort of doing all the bodywork and painting it. So yeah, trims by Beck in Canberra. She's going to trim it. It's going the original Shadow Mauve, which is a factory colour for this car. So yeah, we've sort of gapped it and lined it all up, and it's in Malamotive resto finish. So we get along well with Pete, and he supplies all that to us. So yeah, just a nice tidy driver, like a top 60 sort of Summernats thing. It's got a pretty healthy LS going in it, and 6-speed auto. So yeah, just good to help out a local guy. He comes and helps us at the shop. So yeah, Lloydie's pretty cool. We enjoy his company. So no, it's all good. Yeah, so we got another local car to us. So this is sort of 30 years local to Yay. This is the number 2 second ever built for Chura. So it's April 64 build. So this was on the front cover of Wheels and Motor magazine and used in all the Ford sort of advertising and that sort of thing. So John Purvis of Yay, he's a good friend of mine. He's sort of building the car, so we're helping him resurrect it with repairing all the rust just in the wheel arches and that sort of thing. But really good floor pan, going back to factory, so it's polar white with red trim. Really good car. So all the bay is spot on. The dash, John's got new old stock interior. He's got all the stainless, so it was a complete driving car, so it makes it a lot easier for us. We sort of do it on Fridays or weekends or whenever we've got spare time. So we just sort of work to everyone's budget or time or different bits and pieces they've got going on. So sort of a bit more of a soft spot for me and Early Falcon. So yeah, he sort of gets a bit of a go at it. So no, we're enjoying it. It's been a good thing for us because it's not really butchered by anyone else, so we're just doing our thing. So we've already had it all blasted, and that's Malamotive resto finish, so epoxy primer, so back to red oxide, so how it came out of the factory. So under the boot and quarters and all those things will be factory and have that red brown, so that's why we've done that. We've got a few other quick things on the build, just an FC ute, yeah, LS, 4L80, United Speed Shop rear end, all those sorts of things. So yeah, we've got a truck in for cut and polishing. Sort of, yeah, we've got 33 5 window, so a C&W body, United Pacific guards, yeah, Halibrands, big block Ford, so it's actually a 540 scat crank thing, so and a C6, so it's got a big block to C10 bell housing, I should say. So yeah, 33 Lee Nottingham grill. So all the body's been blocked out and finished in resto primer, so no filler work or anything, so really good straight out of the mould. Yeah, 16 trick 8s on the back with 255, so they're shoved on. We've shortened the rear guards 3 inches and shortened the tail pan, so yeah, they come up. We've deleted all the factory bumperette holes and that sort of thing, so original tail lights. Yeah, just an Allison chassis, so really just a nice kit car. Yeah, sort of just a nice top 10 rod run winner, as we'd sort of say. Yeah, still 100 grand in labour and 100 grand in parts, but yeah, just a nice thing to keep going on. We've got a pretty wild. So this is probably our next, I wouldn't say big show car, but just the next sort of Summonat sort of thing. So yeah, 69 Camaro for Geelong Adventure Park. So yeah, Ryan from United Speed Shops developed all the right-hand drive front bolt-in 67 to 69 Camaro. So first gen Camaro. So you can order a factory right-hand drive from Ryan, and that's pretty cool. So we've developed, you know, he's helped us do all that. Put an LSA in it. We've fabricated all the headers, so we're doing all that at the moment, and all the exhaust, rear cross member and all those things, balance pipe, all them sorts of things. We've set up all the rear end. Chad Forward's done all the laser cutting and all the rear end work and all that sort of thing. Same thing, United Speed Shop are doing a brand new tank, so that's the first dummy out of the mold. Yeah, we've done the rear exhaust tips and all those sorts of things. So yeah, just a stone guarded sort of powder coated driver, but really good body and paint and trim. Yeah, so it's all just same thing in the resto finish. We've put all brand new door skins, quarters, guards, gapped and lined and hung everything. Brand new 2-inch cowl bonnet and that sort of thing. So yeah, race products, floaters and all those sorts of things. So yeah, a lot of money being thrown at it, but just, yeah, just a good cruiser. He's had it 35 odd years and all 3 of his daughters learned to drive in it. So now he just wants to take his grandkids. So yeah, pretty cool thing. So yeah, on Ron's Camaro, we've raised the tunnel for the 6-speed auto. So it's a low car paddle shift shifter and an e-stop. We've got the vintage air conditioning in there. We've put all the booster and made all the brake pedal and bracket and put flame mover column. It's got 2-inch wider factory wheel tubs. So yeah, like I said before, new quarters, new door skins, new guards. Yeah, Phillips Specialties hinges and all those sorts of things. LSA. We're just setting up all the air box and the water on this side. So yeah, just not quite what we always do, but yeah, a bit of American muscle. It's got a Kindig carbon fibre wing on the back. So yeah, just little different bits and pieces on it. Probably John's favourite of the week. Nah, Johnny would obviously like it because it's an XW. So yeah, Starlight Blue. It's a March 70, so it's a Windsor top loader, Starlight Blue. So yeah, we've replaced, this car came in as a painted, well, was a running driving car and it dropped the lifter. And then we've stripped it and the thing was bogged up, chicken wire, bronze, MIG, zinced in patches, really bad 80s workmanship. So had a really good pair of XY guards on it, but XW have a slightly different cutouts in here. So we found some XW guards and repaired and put them on. It's the factory bonnet and boot lid and roof, where we've put 4 new door skins, quarters, outer wheel arches, repaired all the boot lid, repaired the bonnet. The bonnet was troweled in sort of a good inch and the bonnet was actually bowed and it was full of bog. So we've stripped all that. It's actually not a really, it's actually a really good body shell, if that makes sense, just really bad panel work. So factory floor, factory engine bay, the boot, all that sort of stuff's been left alone. We put seat rails, had like stone dints and those sorts of things on the seat rails. It's obviously all been blasted, stripped all the panels. We've base coated and cleared and stone guarded all the door skins and painted all the door shells while they were off. Brand new inner and outer sills, torque boxes, 1 rail's been replaced on the right hand side. Yeah, so massive undertaking, all new seat rails and spot welded in, all the floors been repaired, a few chassis repairs and that sort of thing. So all new inners, outer wheel arches, all new quarter panels, all repaired back to how it is. So Dan from Grand Tourer comes out and checks on us a couple of times a year and makes sure we've got all the spot welds and all the different bits and pieces in the right spot, and make sure the car's factory as it can be. Like I said before, guys, so we've already 2K'd and painted and stone guarded all the quarters and the door skins, and they're all painted blue and ready to go before they'll put on. And then all the factory spot welds replicated. So yeah, a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of time, big restoration. Obviously we weren't intending on sills and inner sills and seat rails and all those sorts of things, but yeah, honestly making another good car out of it again, and just repairing all those 90s bodged up sort of bad repairs, all new rear tail pan and tail light areas and all those sorts of things. So yeah, like I said before, just a factory bonnet and boot lid sort of left, but a lot of work put into those panels. Obviously if we could buy them new we would. So yeah, just yeah, sort of a little bit of a soft spot for me as well, being a Falcon and half a Ford man and all those sorts of things. So I don't mind, I don't want to do 100 GD Falcons, but I'm happy sort of doing one every 5 years and, you know, keep your hand in it. So yeah.
Alright, so we're sort of at the end of the tour here. I want to personally thank Steve for having me this week, for starters. Thanks for having me. Thanks for showing me the shop. Thanks for allowing me to show this obviously to everyone else as well, because not many people are fortunate enough to, one, be able to work in a shop like this, two, to be able to come here and see this sort of calibre of cars, because I might see one every now and then, or one a year, where I am, but you get to see this every day, and it's been a pleasure waking up in rural Victoria and then walking 10 metres down to the shed and getting to see this every day. It's been a true pleasure. We know the 34 is yours, right? 34? Yeah. 33.
Yeah.
The 33. Yeah. We know that's on the cards. I know that you're a Ford guy like me. I know you like the XWs, but we've got one more car to show you, and that's this. Now, this is a
64 XM Falcon Ute.
Falcon Ute.
So
another local car?
Yeah, I bought this out of town. Got waved under my nose, and my wife said, "Oh, we better go and have a look." And yeah, so it's a September '64 Brisbane built Bermuda Blue Falcon. It's done 32,000 original miles, so it's really good bodywork wise. We've actually only paint stripped it and sandblasted and repaired a couple of spots. Unfortunately, it was stuck under a tarp for 20 years, and it's full of humidity blisters, so we had to strip it. We actually stripped it and started again, and it was actually meant to just be should have bled the brakes, and we got it going and should have just drove it around on H plates. But me being me, it's in a million bits now, and everything is zinc plated, re-chromed, powder coated, stripped, sandblasted, redone. Every single thing's gone over it again. PPG, base coat clear, another show car, another shop ute number 2.0 as we joke. Didn't quite make the rotisserie, but might as well have. Yeah, it just really cool. But yeah, I mean, I still like doing, even though you're working every day, you still got to have your own stuff. I think that's important. Family's important to me. So the last 5 years now, with my kids are young, and you know, we get out in our caravan and do those sorts of things. But when I got time, I do get in and get my own stuff done. People ask me, how do you do it? But I still somehow enjoy it. Yeah, you got staff, wages, headaches, all those things that all the bosses whinges about. But yeah, you still got to do your own stuff. And the guys come and help me on the weekend. We have a bit of a team, and guys come and do things and help me. And yeah, it's good, it's fun. You got to put it back into it and yeah, enjoy what you do.
Now this isn't your first ute. So for those that don't know, the XR that we're lugging to Melbourne tomorrow morning actually came 4th for a grand champion in the recent Summernats.
Yeah, so I won top ute at Summernats and Master Craftsman a couple of years ago, and then we had Corona, and yeah, the car sort of went into hibernation. I thought, I better get it back out again, and people didn't really get to see it, so yeah, and this is actually my second XM ute. I've still got one with a Windsor and billets and all those sorts of things, and handmade front and rear end and all that, and it's more a show car, and that was my first car at 14, and yeah, I've still got I'm gone round a 20 odd year cycle. I'm back to an XM ute, you know, nearly touching 40, and I'm back doing a bloody XM ute, so.
And how far away do you think we can expect this one, do you think?
Oh, we joked because we have our local Yay cruise night, and we all said, oh, we'll get it to the first one in October last year, and then more and more bits came off the car, and then the next minute's in a million bits, and then now it's, yeah, we joked about taking it to MotorEx, we joked about taking it to Sydney. It's gonna go in a trailer and it's not gonna be a work ute, but nah, it's just too good a thing not to. Yeah, like it's just, yeah, the engine bay's literally just been blasted and repainted, so that sort of shows you how good it is. It's never had a hit or a damage. All the spot welds and all the front rad support's just awesome. Makes it so much easier to do a restoration when there's no work to be done. The sills are original, the door skins, all those sorts of things. Literally the doors were stripped and sanded and sandblasted in one day, no repairs. That's your factory floor, dash, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, just a good, honest, original, good car, and I'm probably got too much of a soft spot for him, but yeah, it's no, we're happy. It's something to do. So.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure, Steve. I hope we have a safe trip to Melbourne tomorrow, and yeah, we enjoy taking the XR and the
Jimmy's A model, yeah. That'll be cool.
Yeah, so it's
bit of a weekend off this year. Usually we're busting our ass and doing a unveil or something, but yeah, we're busy concentrating on Sydney unveil, so for Sydney Hot Rod Show. So cool. Nah, it's been good to have you over here, Johnny, because honestly you've not really it's been grouse, because you've just blended in, you've helped us. It's been awesome this week, and we've really enjoyed having you over here, so it's been good.
Nice.
Thanks, mate.
All right, hopefully I'll come back and we'll do it all again next year.
Yeah, no, we're bugging him to come back next year.
Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. It's something different, and we will bring you a lot more like this, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share around, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks guys.
Cheers.